Welcome to Dano Does Things. I'm Dano, and every week I try new crafts and projects, but this week I think I've finally found my calling. Making strange things out of felt that I can place about my house for guests to find like some sort of weird I Spy book. Ever since I made a mushroom for my houseplants as my first needle felting project, I've wanted to make more. But I was feeling whimsical, and instead I made a mushroom Sprite to act as an adorable plant protector. You too can make a variety of sprites for your plants, bookshelf, or pocket with just a little bit of time and a tiny bit of supplies. To start, create a tube shape with the white wool roving. This will be the body of your sprite. To get the shape started, you can roll it in between your hands and then start stabbing the wool with your needle, minding your fingers. Continue stabbing, turning fairly often to keep the shape cylindrical. Sprites come in all shapes and sizes, so you can make yours have a really long body or make it more round. I like making the top of the body shape a little flatter so that I can make the belly a little more pronounced. Next, you'll want to make some limbs. Start by taking a fairly small amount of wool roving and again rubbing it in between your hands to get the shape started before carefully felting them together. You'll want to make a total of 4 limbs. I made the arms at the same time and then the legs so that I could get each set of appendages to be approximately the same length. You can adjust the length of them a bit when you're attaching them, so don't worry if they aren't perfect. If you want your finished sprite to look tighter and not have that sort of wispy look to them, then you'll need to felt them for longer than I'm showing here. You may think it'll always look wispy, but you just need a little patience and eventually it'll all come together. I kept these guys a little fuzzy so that if there's light behind them, they almost look like they're glowing, which I feel just adds a little to their magical quality. Next up is the mushroom top. Here you can use any color that you want. I mixed 2 similar color wools together, a dark blue and a teal blue, which gives the mushroom a tie-dye look to it. When you're first gathering the wool into the disc shape, make sure that the wool is thicker around the middle and thinner around the edges. That will make the mushroom easier to shape into that rounded bump most mushrooms have. But again, you can be creative here and not opt for a flatter topped mushroom. Maybe you want to make a super conical one or a super wide brim one. Once all your pieces are made, it's time to assemble. Now, if I was doing this again, I would probably use a straight pin to hold the limbs in place while I begin felting them to the body piece. It was a little hard to work around my fingers and especially hard not to jab myself. This is where you can adjust the lengths of each limb by positioning them further forward or further back on the sprite. If you put it further back, just make sure to really felt the back of the limb into the body piece so that you can't see the line where it originally started. Remember to felt all around the base of each limb so that it stays tightly on and is secure. Next comes attaching the mushroom top. Gently poke the white wool into the mushroom top so that you reduce the amount of white that you are pushing through to the other side. If you see lots sticking out the top though, you can just poke it right back through, which has the added benefit of making the join stronger. Finally, put a little face on your sprite. You can do this with felt or beads or even, I hesitate to say googly eyes, but I just took a marker and put an adorable, if not ambivalent, face on mine. I'm kind of obsessed with these already, and I'm planning on making a ton and probably just leaving them at friends' houses for them to discover. I hope you enjoy them as much as I do, and thank you so much for watching.